going, guys? Welcome back to Quinton the Gunga. So today we're back to footwear. We're doing the Wildebees Spoorloos Boots. This is a long-term review, just over 2 years, so this is definitely an experience-based review and not just a quick thing. As per tradition with all my reviews, I'll be going through some special features and things I like about the product, and then things that I maybe don't like about the product, because you can't like everything. So while the name Spoorloos, direct translation from Afrikaans to English, is without spoor or without a trace. Not sure where the name comes from. I couldn't really find that out. It might be because of the soles. They are quite flat. Now what I like to do whilst hunting is, if I cross back on my steps, I always like to see what kind of spoor I leave behind, and these things don't leave a lot of spoor behind to track, especially in harder ground or a bit of rocky terrain. So that might be an indication of where the name comes from. Personally, I'll place these in the working boot category. So why working boots? Because I work with them. These get the balance right between being comfortable and being tough. Tough because that's why they look so rough. I've really put these things through torture. I'm not torture testing them. It's just me being lazy and taking for granted that they are tough and they can just keep on going. Doesn't matter what you throw at them. They just have no end. Let's go through some of the specs. This is a genuine leather product. The type that your grandfather would actually be proud of, like they used to make in the old days. So there's definitely no material anywhere on this. This is just proper leather everywhere. It has a harder leather on the outside, that's a bit tougher, but it also has a softer leather lining on the inside. That's the lighter leather that you see there. So you don't have this tough leather really rubbing up against your foot the whole day. So that makes it just more comfortable. It has a soft leather tongue as well. It's the same color as the harder leather, so also it's not rubbing up against your foot the whole day, maybe causing chafing. Also, it has a soft creep sole with a memory foam sole, so this complete boot forms around your feet. What that means is it just takes a little while to walk in. Little while meaning let's say a day or two. Some fellies, they've only got the hard leather, so that really needs to either get wet or needs a bit more walking in just to get comfortable. With this, you don't have that problem. Soft sole, meaning that from the box they can guarantee that you can roll them up like this and it still goes back to its shape. So that's very impressive, and that just goes to show how soft the sole actually is. Having a soft sole is twofolded. Number one is low noise. A good way to test if your shoes are going to make noise in the veld when you're busy hunting is to have a brisk walk on a tar road. If there's a lot of road noise, then you know it's probably not going to be the best in the veld, meaning that it's going to break everything and it's going to have a high noise on harder surfaces or over rocks or something like that. So that's definitely not the case with this. This is super quiet. It's not that soft to the point that thorns can go through it. So I haven't had thorns punch through that. So that might be just because of this inlay there. That's actually quite a strong leather inlay. So it might be that that's blocking it out, or I don't know. But I haven't had the problem with thorns running through these yet. Secondly is that you need to have something that's comfortable. So comfortable, you need to do a lot of K's in it, keeping it on the whole day. So just a rough calculation, not going on, I've had this for just over 2 years. Let's say 2 years and 4 months now. Let's just calculate on 2 years. So two years, just the working days, 5 days a week. I do work some Saturdays as well, but 5 days a week. I do my 10,000 steps every day. So that translates into 260 days roughly for the year, because I do public holidays as well. So 260 days times the 10,000 gives you just over 2.6 million steps. So take that over 2 years. So there's 5.21 odd change million steps. So take that back onto I'm 1.87. So I've got just about roughly a 1 meter step. So that translates into 5.2171 million steps. Take that to kilometers, and that gives you 5,214 kilometers that I've roughly, on the lower side calculation, that I've done in these, and they're still going strong. That's insane. The recommended selling price for these is $1,190. I bought these at the Wildebees shop in Kempton Park. If like mine, your soles start losing the grip, like mine is round about there. This is actually, I don't know if you can see it on camera, this is actually what the texture should be, but I've walked it off quite a bit. Now they charge between 350 Rand and 660 Rand for a resale. So that's really not a bad price for new shoes again, because I can't imagine that you're gonna use up the upper leather part of this. So having the option to have it resold, that's quite a good service, I would say. So these are my do everything boots, because I've done everything with them. I'm going to do a few comparisons between these and my more specialized footwear, because having a jack of all trades ticks a few boxes, but I can't tick all of them. So comparisons will be of weight, because weight is quite a big factor in when fatigue starts setting in with your feet and your legs. And then also overall design. So let's have a look at that. So starting off with my trainers first, you expect them to be light. So I've got my handy kitchen scale again just to test that out. So they measure in at 340 grams. So that's the benchmark for lightness. Let's move on to my Magnum Lynx 8.0 boots. These you expect to be light. I did a review on them. I use them for mainly shooting on the shooting range. They are light, they are nice for running around, so any kind of tactical shoots, they are perfect for that. They're light and they're not gonna fatigue your feet, but they do offer support. Let's check the weight on them. So they weigh in at 665 grams. So that's the benchmark for boots now. So let's see how the Wildebees measures up. 730. So that's really not bad actually, because that's an all leather design, and that's actually, it feels like a bit of a stronger type of sole. So it's a more dense material, and that translates into a bit of a softer feel. Let's move on to my hunting boots. These are the Wolverines that I absolutely love. I use them for hunting mainly. Nice strong sole, and they've gone through a beating as well. That's why they look so rough. So let's check it out. 990, so almost a kilogram for these boots. So the Wildebees still comes in far below that. So that just reiterates the fact that these are really a jack of all trades, just with weight. Let's have a look at design. Let's pop these back up. See, it doesn't offer as much support on the ankles as the Wolverines do, but what that means is that it doesn't get as annoying on your legs either. So these sit quite a bit higher than your ankle is, offering the most support. This still offers support, but not as much as this. But this, again, jack of all trades, this is super comfortable the whole day, and it's not going to get annoying. Now for the downside of these boots. Only thing that I've got against them is the soles. They are quite slippery. So in rainy conditions, if you walk on tiles, the first time that you do that is going to be a bit surprising, because you are going to slip around a bit. So if you're mindful of that, then that's no problem at all. You just have a little bit more careful when it's wet. But tiles, that's just about the only problem. If it's wet on paving or it's wet on gravel, it's no problem at all. The nice thing is that mud doesn't stick to it either. So if there's mud on your sole, you just basically shake it off, or a quick rub against a rock or a pole or something like that, and then they're completely clean again. So cleans very easy. So bit of a double-edged sword, but it's easy to live with. It's not that big a deal. As you saw with the first video I put up right at the beginning of this review, I do all kinds of random things. So I expect my footwear and my EDC wear to live up to my lifestyle. Just jumping off things, climbing onto things. I'm still a kid at heart, so I expect my stuff to keep up with me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review and my thoughts on these boots that I've abused. If you've got your own Wildebees Wildebees footwear, maybe a different model or the same ones, and you absolutely love them, please comment down in the comment section. If you liked it, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Have a good one.